Yes, 3 quality rebounders currently residing in my home. This one, 2 of us use. It's the FitBounce Pro. It's a folding rebounder. It was my treat to myself for my 50th birthday, which was a few years ago now. And it's been on the go, the making of this video. This rebounder is going now nearly 7 years. The only thing that I've changed on it are the bungee straps. I updated those because, as I said, there's 2 of us on it. Excellent, I believe, good bang for your buck. It is over 300 sterling. And if there's no sale on Rebound.Fitness's website, it's nearly 400 sterling. It's about 378 maybe, I think. When there's a sale on, you might get it closer to 3. This is the Maximus Pro Bungee. It's exactly like the FitBounce Pro. It has 30 bungee straps on it. It has 6 legs on it, very good rubber feet on it. It's got the exact same size of mat, except it's got a blue covering because the blue hem on it, because it's not the same rebounder. It does not fold in half. However, the legs are spring loaded. You'll hear that. So you can literally fold the legs down, don't have to take them off, and you can put it behind the sofa, whatever you need to do. So, you know, there is a difference in the price. I actually don't think I think it might be 50 sterling, but again, sale time, it could be an awful lot more. Good rebounder. And bungee. This is the Maximus Pro Steel Spring rebounder. It folds in quarters, so it becomes quite small. It is heavy enough because it's got mechanisms in it. It's got muscle springs, just like the Celicizer in America, which would cost you about $600 maybe or so. But these are just as good. Got the belly, or they're called muscle springs, so they absorb more of the impact. It has 6 legs and 2, 4, 6, 8. We'll start there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. But 32 steel springs. So similar. Now, different. Similar and different. Why do I say that? Because, let me just put this down for a second. Whoops, watch the wall. So when I get on this, there is very little, it's not there's very little absorption. Of course, there's absorption going on, but I get much more feedback. You probably notice, look, I'm immediately starting to get more aggressive on the rebounder, more intense. And you need to keep the knees bent on it and be very careful on it. But again, you would start very lightly on this, okay? Now, watch the difference. I'm going to put that one back up again for a second. Excuse me for going out of your view. So here is the Maximus Pro non-folding bungee. Even if I do the same thing, can you see the difference? Maybe you can't. I can feel the difference in me. So you would go down slightly further into the rebounder. You're not getting as much feedback from the rebounder, but you are getting feedback. You can see I am moving on it, but I'm moving gentler, softer, not as aggressive or intense as I would be on the steel sprung rebounder. When you're over 50, heading into 60, you don't need exercise to be causing impact, too much impact, or too much aggression to your system. You need to start being your own best friend at this point in your life. This type of rebounder, a bungee sprung rebounder, is the rebounder for you. Okay? As I said, this one is non-folding, but it's just nice. It's very nice. And then, of course, I have got my tried and tested FitBounce Pro. It folds in half. So I take it to talks, women's sheds talks, and if you have a shed you want me to come, I'll come talk to you, no problem. And again, these springs, these bungee springs, they're straps, they're not springs. They're a little bit more worn in than the non-folding bungee because I haven't got it very long. And you may not be able to see it. but I am gently pushing down. It is pushing me back up. It's increasing my gravity force, just like the other two are, except it's more gentle. So the impact gets spread right throughout all your joints. Same on both other rebounders. This is actually working my lymphatic system and my semilunar valves and all of that actually more intensely than the steel sprung one. But in my experience of being on it, I don't feel the intenseness. It actually feels very gentle. That's the difference. So this is more enjoyable for me. I'm not doing very much. And even if I did start to do a lot more, which in my programs, this would be lifting the feet off and walking, which is just this, that would be the intermediate. And then there's like a jogging in the advanced program. There, as you see, the programs are deliberately set to give you that little bit more, but to keep you rebounding for the rest of your active life. That's the whole idea of them, if you want to go up to that level. You can check all that out over on my website, RetuningME.com, under the Rebound for Wellness. Even Google Rebound for Wellness. I'm sure my program will come up. Now, there's 3 rebounders from Rebound Fitness. The link will be in this post. Rebound Fitness have other rebounders. If you're younger and you want to try a steel sprung rebounder, absolutely, and many people do. If you're like me and you want to be gentle with yourself, you want to be good to yourself, and you want to get into exercise that you are actually going to do, that is going to have benefits for you, and you want to keep doing it for the rest of your active life. You see, when I started into the menopause, my quads and my adductors started getting quite weak and started pulling, and my hamstrings. It's all to do with the gut as well. I don't feel any pressure on this rebounder. I can do rebounding every single day of my life. Nothing pulls, and I stretch my muscles, and I do different things as well on it, okay? I couldn't do that. I was tensing muscles. It's because of rebounding. I'm now cycling up to 70 kilometers at a time. Because this has the lactic acid moving around my body. It also has kept me fit, especially during winter time. I love rebounding. I mean, I'm a broken record on it. What could rebounding do for you? It gets your whole lymphatic system working. It will help you feel good about yourself. It clears the lymph nodes. It clears your whole lymphatic system out, which means you actually feel better in yourself. It tones every muscle in your body. Every cell in your body gets worked so gently. Clears toxins out, helps the bigger food that goes around your lymph system to get around your body. There are so many benefits to do with bone density, to do with muscles, to do with toning of muscles, to do with prolapse. I mean, that's one of the biggest things. As we age, you see our whole tissue, the progesterone levels drop in our body, and our tissue and our connective tissue gets soft. And when that happens, when that gets soft, and you do exercise aggressively, you run the risk of prolapse. If you exercise really gently on a rebounder, starting off that way and building up really slowly, you'll actually start to get all of those muscles and that connective tissue to work a little bit better. Then you might start taking some good nutrition, and if you want to find out about that, go see a kinesiologist. Get your system building up, and all of a sudden you realize, hey presto, life is so much different. I have so many women telling me they're more confident in their bodies, they're avoiding needing blood pressure medication and cholesterol medication because of rebounding. Now, I also talk about sugar intake, water, coffee, alcohol, good diet, talk about it all. Because what makes our blood sticky? Glucose, glycogen, actually mixing in with oxygenated blood. Might not be the cholesterol, the oils. So that's a whole different story for a different time. This video is going to be roughly about 10 minutes long, and it is telling you, here's 3 different rebounders from Rebound.fitness. Check them out, follow the link, and as I said, use my name, Nuala, in the code, and you might get some discount from them. And if there's a sale on, even better for you. Get into the most effective, easiest form of exercise there is for your wellness. However, if you're under a consultant right now and there's different things going on in your body, please consult them. Tell them you're thinking of starting rebounding. It's a program that gets you started with just 1 minute a day and builds you up so gradually over 20 weeks to a maximum of 20 minutes. Can only be good for you. And I don't know how exercise will affect you, so you gotta make sure you talk to your professionals and you rebound at your own risk. See ya.